It was 3:42 a.m. when the conveyor belt turned itself back on, even though I was the only one in the building, and the master switch was still locked in my hand. I work at a packaging factory, one of those 24/7 places that smells like cardboard dust and burnt metal. Night shifts are usually dead quiet, just the buzz of old fluorescent lights and the hum of industrial machines cooling down. My supervisor always joked that this place had two temperatures, slightly hell or deep freezer. That night, it felt like both. My name's Rafi. I'm 27, working night shifts to pay off debt I don't like talking about. I'm used to loneliness, used to the stillness, but that night something felt tilted, like reality itself was sitting at the wrong angle. At 2 a.m., small things began happening. A screw rolling off a table on its own, a stack of empty boxes collapsing, a sensor light turning on even though nothing walked beneath it. Normal stuff, if you stretch the definition of normal. But at 3:42 a.m., everything changed. The conveyor belt, line 4, roared back to life, hard, as if someone slammed the power switch to maximum. But the master switch, the only way to power the line, was literally in my hand, a heavy red emergency key shaped like an old padlock, and line 4 wasn't even scheduled to run that night. Even worse, the safety cameras caught movement, a shape, tall, human-like, but distorted like it was wrapped in fog or static. My heart started pounding in my throat. I ran to the control room and checked the monitors again. The shape stood beside the conveyor belt, not moving, not breathing, just there. I froze. The monitors flickered slightly. The shape's head tilted slowly, like it was listening, even though I wasn't making a sound. Cold air slid down my spine like someone dragging a finger through ice water. Then something happened I still can't explain. It turned, looked directly into the camera, and smiled. I sprinted toward line 4. I don't know why. Instinct, fear, stupidity. Maybe I didn't want to believe what I saw. As I got closer, I kept telling myself it was equipment glitching, maybe a coworker messing with me. But the further I walked down the dim aisle between the machines, the colder the air became. When I finally reached line 4, no one was there. The conveyor belt was running at full speed, slamming empty cardboard boxes into the end barrier, shredding them into pieces. I pulled the emergency lever. Nothing. The belt kept going. I yanked it harder. Nothing. The master switch key in my pocket felt warm, like someone had been holding it right before me. And then I heard it. A whisper. Right behind me. You're late. I spun around so fast I slipped. Nothing. Only the sound of the conveyor belt grinding against itself. My breathing turned shaky. I backed away slowly. That whisper didn't sound human. It sounded like it came from inside the metal walls, vibrating through the steel beams. I took out my phone light and shined it down the long aisle, and I saw footprints. Not shoe prints. Not bare feet. These prints were elongated, almost like someone walked on the tips of their toes, leaving long, pointed impressions in the dust. They led away from line 4, straight toward the loading bay door, the one that had been locked for hours. When I reached the loading bay, something made my stomach drop. The huge metal shutter, the one that takes 2 people to lift, was half open, as if someone or something had slipped underneath, and the footprints continued outside, into the darkness. I should have called security. I should have left the building. But then my radio crackled. Hello?
You shouldn't be here.
Rafi?
Get out!
You're not supposed to be here. It wasn't my supervisor's voice. It wasn't anyone I knew. It was calm, deliberate, wrong. I stepped backwards. Then another voice behind me, not from the radio, spoke. We've been waiting. My skin crawled. I turned around, but instead of a figure, instead of a ghost or a person, I saw something worse. Footprints, fresh ones, forming by themselves, step by step.